Hey class, Absolute 5 here, and today we're going to talk about solving word problems. Word problems. Okay, so how do we do this? Ideally, I'd recommend, there are 4 steps I'd recommend doing. I'm going to verbally say it. So the first step is you want to understand the problem. And understand the problem takes time, takes work. And not only that, you also have to read the question twice. That's like my favorite technique out of all these techniques. If you have to do any one of them, just read the question at least twice, not once, twice. That's a minimum, twice. The second technique would be constructed drawing. So like just visualize it and then draw it and then see if it makes sense to you. The third step is to choose a variable for an unknown and hopefully make a solution by use a strategy that'll help solve the problem as well. So there's a couple of those things there. Now, as far as a word problem goes, this is more of a way to help solve an equation as well. So as I write this out, we're going to go over this problem as we are reading it as well. As the number minus 6. Minus 6. Find the unknown number. All right, let me just add a page already because I know I'm going to write a whole lot. So the problem says twice the number plus 3 is the same as the number minus 6. Find the number. So essentially, when you think about it, twice a number, we just use x as an unknown, plus 3, and if you remember the word is means equal sign, is the same as a number minus 6. So if the question just said create the equation and not solve it, then you'll be done. What tells you that you have to solve this equation is find the unknown number. That obviously tells you what you need to do. So now that you set it up, now you gotta solve for it. So let's see, what do I get? I'm gonna move the variables over to make things easier. So the x's will cancel and 2x minus x will give me just x. Plus 3 equals negative 6. And then I'm going to subtract 3 on both sides. 3's cancel. And so x is going to be equal to negative 9 as my answer for this problem. I'm trying to scroll down. Now the next problem here, it's going to be a little bit of a long one. So I'm going to write and read it at the same time. So this way it's not just me writing and you're not really understanding what I'm writing. So a salesperson at an electronic store, sold a computer system and software for $2,100, receiving 4 times as much money for the computer system as for the software. For the software find the price of each. Now, that's a long... I already read the question once, I'll read it again. A salesperson at an electronics store sold a computer system and software for $2,100, receiving 4 times as much money for the computer system as for the software. Find the price of each. So let's think about this. Let's say this is the computer, we'll just call it C. The system was $2,100. Well, no. In total, both these two items, when you combine the computer system and the software, they sold for $2,100. So which one sold for 4 times that much? So receiving 4 times as much money for the computer, see, for the computer system, so the 4 goes in front of the C here, the computer system, as for the software. So therefore, we don't know what the computer system costs and we don't know what the software costs. So let's have them both labeled as X. So 4X plus X equals $2,100. Guess what? You're gonna solve for this. So now I'm gonna combine the 4X plus the X, which gives me 5X equals 2,100. And then I'm going to divide both sides by 5. 5's cancels, so let's see. 5 divided by 2,100. So 5 goes into 21 4 times. I subtract, I get 1. I bring down the 0. 5 goes into 10 2 times. And to bring down the last 0, I have to add it there. I'm left with 420. Now, am I finished? No. The question says specifically find the price of each of the computer system and the software. So since I let X be my answer, so I get 420 plus 420. So I already know this is the price of the computer software. So by default, it makes sense that my answer is going to be, for this, 16. So it makes sense that if you were to combine these two numbers, you're guaranteed to get $2,100 as your final answer, your final total, and that means the computer system costed $1,680 as your final total. So let me give you your one homework problem. I'll just say 3 times the sum of 4 and 5 is the same as 2 times the difference of 1 and 2. All right? So let me know what your feedback is on this problem here. And let me know what you got for your answers. And that's the lesson for you guys. I hope this was helpful. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Mash that bell button for more content, and I'll see you guys next time with another video. This has been Absolute 5. I'm Roger Palomino. Math is infinite because there are infinitely many possibilities. And don't forget, don't hate, calculate.